Hey, what's up guys, DiplexHeated here again. Welcome back to Men of War Assault Squad 2 and RobZ Realism mod. Today we're doing something special. We're taking 10 Tiger tanks and we're putting them up against 50 Shermans. I'm super excited for this video. We've got 8 Tiger 1s, the late version, which I believe is the E variant. We've also got 2 Tiger 2s, some Koenigs Tigers, some Royal Tigers, the Porsche. I got the Porsche, we got the Porsche, we got 2 of the Porsches, and we got 8 of the Lamborghinis. I'm joking. Anyway, we got I mean, it'd be cool if... I think the Tiger 1 was the Henschel, right? The H for Henschel. Henschel, yes. And then they did an E variant later on in the war. This is the E1. This is the Tiger 2. You all recognize these bad boys. So we've got 10 Tigers in general. We're going up against 50 Shermans. Now, 45 of these, I believe... No, 40. 40 of these Shermans are regular M4 A4s. The 75mm variant, the one that was so commonly used in Normandy and such, and 10 of them will be the EC8 that was produced in, I think, like August or something like that. Definitely to combat some of the later war threats there towards the end of 1944. I think that's the case. I mean, come on, I did a quick little Wikipedia read-up because I know all the tanks, but you know, the production dates and numbers and all those things can be a little hard to keep an eye on. There are so many variants for all these tanks. Anyway, so we got 50 of them. We got a whole line lined up here first. Then we got another line lined up back here. And they're all going to, I guess, be engaging these 10 Tigers. Now, I'm excited to have 2 King Tigers involved because that's going to change things up a bit. And I'm excited to have 10 of the EC8s involved because of the heavier 76mm gun, caliber gun, whatever you want to call it, shells, gun barrel, all those stuff. So I'm gonna click out of both AIs. I'm not gonna be controlling anyone or anything. We're gonna click start and we're just gonna watch this go down. So 50 Shermans versus 10 Tigers. Let's see who comes out victorious. A lot of the tanks are currently standing still, except for some here on the left side. One of the Tigers are moving up, and it seems that about 5 of the Shermans are racing ahead of their friends to engage the Tigers at a closer range. This is some pretty crazy firepower right now on the battlefield. Oh man, look at that. Oh! Beautiful explosion. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, don't crash now, boys. Take it easy now. The King Tiger is such a beast. It's massive. Look at the size of that thing. Some of the Tigers are advancing down here. This one's been... this one's fine. No tracks disabled on that one. This one seems to have lost some of the side skirts. No, this one's had its tracks disabled too, so this one's stationary and immobilized. This one's fine. This King Tiger is also fine for now. Nope, there we go. Tracks are down. Tracks are down. Big explosions here on the left. Shermans are starting to bunch up a bit. Looks like some Shermans back here from the second line are about to get engaged. Seems that about the entire line is moving up now in a nice formation as the Sherman line here at the front is starting to empty up when it comes to the participating tanks. So far, I think all Tigers are combat operational. Oh, look at this King Tiger. It's all crooked. Aw. Gotta go back to the Porsche. The Porsche repair shop. Get it repaired. The Porsche. The Porsche. The Henschels are fine right now, the E variants. Oh, they're not Henschels because they're E, so they're the late war variant. But maybe Henschel still produced them. I'm not entirely sure. I think so. It's just that they had a different number to it at the end there. We used a lot of the H variants for our Kursk video that we uploaded last Friday. Sometimes the Shermans are lucky to deflect a Tiger shell, like, because it hits the side. But if it's straight on like this, yeah, there's no way you're surviving that. So, more Shermans are coming in. This Tiger, is it taken out? Is it disabled fully? I don't know. It's not being shot at. Well, it is, but these Shermans here are simply ignoring it right now. Big explosions back here. More Shermans are going down. This King Tiger is not combat operational. These three, I believe, are. There we go. Holy shit, what an explosion. This is good stuff, guys. Most of the Tigers have lost their tracks by now, but the Shermans are willingly putting themselves in the line of fire here. Not willingly, but purposely, I presume, in order to combat the enemies in front of them. Oh man, look at that. So, oh, big explosion. How's it looking right now on tanks? We've got 4 coming in from the left here. An EC8 and 4 M4A4s. They're moving in nicely. This King Tiger's not combat efficient right now. It has no turret to use and battle with. This one here should be fine. It's actually being repaired right now. Tigers that are sort of out of the fighting zone are currently being repaired down here, but the allied threat on this side is definitely a bit bigger right now. How many tanks are active here? Well, it seems that the ones moving in are currently active. A few tank crewmen are unfortunately set on fire as one of the Shermans literally live up to the name of a Tommy cooker and starts to burn. The Brits used their own Sherman variants too. They had the Firefly instead of the EC8, which was a very good tank. They also had the Sherman 5, which is what I believe was their version of the Sherman M4A4. Sherman V, otherwise known as. So there's plenty of cool little variants. Oh. Oh. So I believe if the AC-8 here and the other tanks can come up close enough to the Tigers, they can definitely take it out. Look at this. Internal explosion. Fire coming out of one of the crew hatches. That's not good. That's 1 Tiger down. If we look at the minimap quickly, we can tell that the Germans have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left, which means they've lost 2. Not too bad. The Allies, on the other hand, have got just about 1, 2, 3, 4 Shermans remaining. The rest are either being repaired or are completely destroyed. That is quite a catastrophic number of casualties just to take down 2 Tigers. Granted, not all of the 10 Tigers are Tiger 1s. 2 of them are Tiger 2s, but I thought that'd be interesting because it's still a Tiger. Granted, of course, a King Tiger, but every Tiger needs its king. We've got 1 more being repaired down here. These Shermans are still active, though. We're talking 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not nothing at all. Definitely not. If they can get a little closer to the Germans, then they can flank behind these disabled vehicles and shoot them in the back, which would be brilliant. But so far, it seems like they're gonna try and take down this King Tiger by shooting at its front armor, and I just don't think that's gonna ever happen. The thickness of the front armor on this Tiger is thicker than the strongest point on any of these Shermans this here. So I think it's at least 80 millimeter, which is 8 centimeters of just serious steel. It is indeed. Oh, yes, the front is, I believe, 80. Actually, it could be 150 too. The front armor is probably 150 millimeter, which is 15 centimeters. That would make all the sense. And on these tanks here, we're looking at about 80 millimeters at the front. So that makes sense there. It's easy to mix up some of the numbers. The battle is definitely coming towards its end. We got a Tiger back here that's been repaired and is moving out. The others are also being repaired right now. I think I'm going to spice it up a little bit for the Americans. And I'm going to give them the opportunity of flanking their enemy in front here, which could give them a bit of a lead. And I did say I wasn't going to control any troops, but the Yanks could need a little help when it comes to bringing the rest of this battle into life. Definitely isn't looking too good for him right now. It's a bloody tank graveyard. Absolutely insane. These Shermans are fast. Look at the speed of that thing in a cross open field like that. That is cool to see. Some real good engine power. There we go, up close for the EC8, and that King Tiger is out. So, let's go ahead and do the Germans a bit of a counter favor and target the right Shermans here now. Oh, look at that. It shot through this one and hit the Sherman back there. This Tiger's out, though. Oh, Sherman going down. Some Tigers back here are now engaged in battle again. Three Shermans remain, one EC8, two M4A4s. With the 75mm gun. The 75mm gun is definitely capable of penetrating the Tiger one's hull, but that's got to be done at a closer range and preferably from behind. Right now it's not looking too good for the Allies here. The EC8 is down. The crew is running around. There's only one Sherman remaining right now, and we're about to see how this story ends. Oh, penetration at the rear, took out some of the tracks. It's still firing. The grand finale. Hit the side hull 3 times. There we go. Internal explosion, engines out. That, my friends, is the end of this battle. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Tigers remaining. Granted, 2 of them were destroyed after I controlled the U.S. Army to move up there and get a bit of a flanking position on the 2 Tigers. I figured it wouldn't impact the end score, but it definitely had an impact. Well, it wouldn't impact the end result in terms of who would win the battle. I knew that before I started controlling them. That's actually why I did control them. But I knew it was going to probably impact the end score in terms of casualties on the German side. So it really shows how much positioning matters here. So 6 Tigers remaining, all more or less being repaired. This guy right here has been completely abandoned by the crew. I think they've tried to repair the King Tiger, but have been shot at by other crewmen from the Allied side. So that's quite a bloody tank battle. It really shows the strength and power of German armor in World War II, especially the heavier variants such as the Tiger tanks. Crazy stuff. A lot of American tanks and Russian tanks and British tanks, of course, were developed just to counter the threats of the Tigers during the year of 1944 and the invasion of France and Italy. So yes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like to see more of these massive tank battles, let me know and I will do them. See you guys soon again. Bye.